One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw, it's King. Quickly to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to keep it in the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. To the air, it's Jennings. Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. It's caught. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Shows him the stiff arm. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why.
Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Backs looking for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Mustangs.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to the ground game on the left. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the fullback. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's King. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brinson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Maryland. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Georgia Tech, 0.
First play of the period, first down here. They'll send the back in motion. Try to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's King. Pressure coming. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll be brought down.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He makes a catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Remsen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Under fire, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Pittsburgh. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Haynes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's King. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Ready. Kill.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
fourth down.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And the Yellow Jackets will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lets one fly deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Got it behind the line. It's Hudson. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space, it's Haynes. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Keeps looking downfield. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
These kind of QBs put a lot of pressure on defense. You think about it. It's so easy to roll him out to the left, a little bootleg action. Does he run it? Does he throw it? I got to cover the pass. I can't just give up the deep ball. And then he chews up a bunch of yards really quickly. So hard on defenses.
Off the boot, looking for his man. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
To the air, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, and it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Back to pass. Now adjusting. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Mustangs! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Stockton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Goes to the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play-action fake. Gets away. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. To throw, it's King. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. unloads to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Off play action on first down. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
What a great play. He gets the pick six, but that started with pressure on the quarterback. Getting in his lap, hitting him while he's throwing the football. The ball is off target, and the defense makes the play and takes it all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Finds his man, it's Knight. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. DB's locked up tight on the receivers.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
First snap in this drive will come from the 46. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Haynes. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the Yellow Jackets have enough for the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
221 wing.
He might want another play. On the run, it's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Grab near the marker. It's Haynes. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Back to throw. It's King. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. New Mexico State is ahead of this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 2 over Pittsburgh. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed it.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Turning it on! Touchdown, SMU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Georgia Tech, 21.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's King. Shoots it to the left. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Mustangs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference, and that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that